the Offense app on your phone. But now, it's time for 98s and a new 2K TV interactive question. How many different dunk packages can you apply to your My Player?
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the visiting team. Checking out the visiting team. The season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Lots of ups, let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon,
not a sprint.
Not
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. These teams, Brent, love to push the ball, push the pace. What are some things that all great fast break teams have in common?
The biggest thing, Kevin, is that you have committed runners on the wing. Point guards, their vision of the floor, their peripheral vision, they're always looking for guys. If they have guys committed to, once the ball is rebounded by their team, that their first two steps are hard and they're filling the lanes, then excitement and opportunities for highlights are coming.
Running with a purpose.
Running with a purpose, running ahead of the ball, and then attacking the rim with great consistency. Having great runners helps the fast break game.
Good point. Now the starting group for the visitors. Mr. Moves out there with the man. And then it's Little General, then it's White, and it's Woods in at the point.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Here's Little General. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. First trip to the line for him here. Two shots.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now here's Lee. And just about a minute into the first quarter. No good on that one. 3-on-3. That's tipped. And there's the pass to Woods. Off target from three-point range. Here's Frame Man. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two shots.
And the first one at the line is good. so he hits both. Here's Smooth. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Little. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed his second after making his first. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the visiting team. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their energy early on. They don't want this to become a run-and-gun type of game.
Well, they've got the kind of defense, I think, GA set up so that that doesn't happen. As aggressive as they are at that end, it's very hard to make it a high-scoring game against this team.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation, using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Smooth. Lays it up and banks it in. Smooth's got his first basket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The inside. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Good on the bucket. Big Smooth got his third basket of the night right there. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Woods the pass to White. Here's Little General. Passes it to Woods. Out to White. 5 to shoot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. We've got 1:13 left here in the opening quarter. To the inside. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Little. Hangs in the air, and he sinks the layup. Little General's got 6.
That's a perfect reverse, using the backboard as his friend. Drew the defender in and just slipped it to the other side.
Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Lee. No good that time. Gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Here's Little. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And they're moving it up. Here's Rayman. Boom, he chips it straight down.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And then uses his explosiveness once he's gathered the rebound to throw it down.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Now here's Lee. He's guarded closely. Here's Big Smooth. Takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Lock out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. Nice lead that they have.
And a long way to go, Brett, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff time?
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Out there with the mayor. Then there's Jay, and then it's Little General, and it's Big Smooth in at the center, locking down the middle. Shots good by Lee. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. The pass to the mayor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lee against White. Lee gets the bucket. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And White kicks to Johnson. Pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Huffman. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Lee, and the shot is good. Lee's got 10. The visitors with the ball. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Pass to the mayor. It's up a 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Lee, that's good. Lee's got 8 here in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Passes it to the main. 11 feet away. Missed for the first time this game. He's 5 for 6. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
Lee against Williams. Inside, the mayor, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Rain Man checked in for Brown.
One shot, gentlemen.
His body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships, where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio, and that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Woods, the pass to Black. There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Here's the Mayor. Can't hit from 12.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Yep, it counts. The Mayor's got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Woods, the pass to Little. Down low.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Lee passes to Rainbow. Here's Little General. 8 points for him. And the pass to Woods. Got a piece of it. Pass to the Mayor. Here's Little General. Just fine in the clock.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And here is Lee. 12 points for him. Pass to Big Smooth. It's blocked. One-on-one here. Puts it up from 12. Little passes to Black. It's deflected, but he recovers it. And that does it for the first half of play. The away team leading by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball, Ernie.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Mayor having a dominant impact in this game.
What we saw in the first half, he has a nice mixture of moves down low, and they've been going to.
Well, he's a volume scorer in the post, and right now the volume's at 11. So if you're not going to run doubles at him, we'll see if he can get more of that done in the second half.
Smooth out there with White. Then there's the Mayor, and then it's Little General, and it's Mr. Moves in at the center position.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And that's 13 points for Little General. And 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Right side, Lee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Here's Smooth. Now the pass to the main. Takes it to White. To the middle. Here's Woods. Yep, that one goes in there. Smooth's got his second bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Rain. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Lee. Some impressive play from him over the last month. First in scoring, first in assists, and then there's his work at the free throw line where he holds the best percentage league-wide.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And he knocks down the first one. The big changes in defensive rules happen right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block.
6 to shoot. Little passes to the main. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. The Mayor's got 18 points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
It's been quite a game for the Mayor.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss, and they have no idea how to contain him.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Right side, Lee. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries. Gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Right the pass to Mr. Moves. White against Evans. White drives in, and White slams it in.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Misses at the rim. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The inside. Clock at 6. Elbow shot. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's Big Smooth. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
White against Evans. Passes it to Woods. Inside, the Mayor. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Only one man back on D. Woods the pass to White. It's good. White's got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The pass to Raymond. Buries it down low. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Little. Here's Smooth, covered by Lee. Here's Smooth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Johnson is checked in for Smooth. Johnson. Here's Lee. He's got 16. And that one, good. Lee's got 6 here in this quarter. Gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. White the pass to the main. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. The Mayor's got 22.
Now he's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Lee dishes to Brown. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. 5 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's White. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the visiting team in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. They've got the Mayor. ABC is out there with Lee. Then there's Easy Breeze, and it's Brown in at the 4 slot.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. That's tipped. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Now White. He dishes it to Johnson. To the paint. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Lee kicks to Brown. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Here's Johnson. Some solid defense from Brown.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And good that time.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Back the pass to Big Guy. Passes it to Mr. Moves. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Lee. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lee's got 20 points. gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Basket counts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Brown outside. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, the Mayor.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, during the break, I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well this win goes.
Do excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Inside. They swipe it. Over in the corner. Lee. Over Woods. And that's off the glass and in. Lee's got 10 points in just the second half. Gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. White drives in, and the shot goes in.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Basket counts. 14 points for Rain Man. Gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Right the pass to Mr. Moody. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
It's nice that he holds some things in reserve because he knows his time to explode. And then the soft lead.
It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Yes! What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
You just can't draw that up any better. It's a pivotal moment in the game, and they go with the size mismatch for the lane.
White drives in. Here's Mr. Moves. It's good!
That's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lee. Good!
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
White with it. Here's the teardrop. It's good!
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
ABC's checked in for the main. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, that shrinks the margin to just 4. and both free throws good for a lead.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul. The first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Here's Evans. And it's White with the rebound. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Evans inside. It's in! Got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Fight all the way through, even to the bitter end.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.